Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 now of season 4 of the Grimsby Town 2 Glory FIFA 21 career mode. And as you can see on screen, we're not going to have any time for a signing straight away because we have one of the biggest games. They haven't won their first game but sitting 15th in Sheffield United. As welcome back guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm going to say at the start of the video today, as we have a huge game week or even month, up today. We have Sheffield United first. Why is it going backwards? Why? And then Wigan second away in the cup. I'm going to play this one at the DW, so I'm going to play the first two. Brentford's going to be a sim, depending on the form. Same with Bristol City, and I'm thinking about ending it at Burnley and Pompey, because then of course we'll have the second half of the transfer window this month and deadline day tomorrow. I'm not purposely trying to make it slow, but that's what I'm going to try and do. As the first question is from Keelan Sham today. Would you ever consider Tomiyasu? He's a solid centre-back and also can play right-back. I'm looking at him. He used to be a really good youth prospect a couple of years back. When I did a career mode on the channel, I will never, ever release the video on again. That was embarrassing. Maybe if we hit a milestone in the future, but yeah, I'll look into him. Oh, exposed myself a bit there, as your mum, lol, asked me a question. Thanks mum, saying what are your opinions in finishing mid-table current season, how happy you with the squad's form. This is about last season, I think, which I was content with. Not impressed with the second half, but this season, the way we've started looks very good. Got to keep it up, though. NWF's games. Nathan is back with a question. Triton by Luis Alvicula. He's got 90 plus pace and a right back. Very, very good. I've looked at him. He's a bit old, but still could go there if Sorescu doesn't keep his weight up, so definitely one to consider. And that is it for the press conference. So we're going to go into the first game, not with the rotated lineup. That will be a bit idiotic with the form we started off with this team in the first episode. And I was also thinking off screen, there are only 3 players here now who exist from the first Grimsby Town squad. I want to at least keep one going into the Prem if we get there. Toure, who I want out anyway. Idaho, who I did not expect to survive. And of course, Matty Pollock, the captain now. So I think Pollock is the one I want to take all the way up. It's a shame Maka went, but unfortunately he has, so there's not much I can do with that at the moment. As this is actually the first team, should have showed you it straight away. Schubert, Sorescu, Bath, Gregerson, Pollock and Doig at the back, with Harper, Pope and Connolly in camp, with Decadova-Reid and Raul Garcia up front, hoping for a win against one of the biggest teams we've played yet, the Blades. And there he is, Chris Wilder, still in charge despite relegation. I think that'll happen in real life, to be honest. Really loved around Sheffield United, of course being a legend there, and taking them up from League 1. So they're not at League 1 level yet, still in, as they've still got Sanderberg, they've got Paulinho. That is a really good play. Just looking at the back of the shirts, poaching before we get to see the team, which is as follows. They have Verips in net, no Dino, no Ramsdale, Baldock, Rekic, Vital, Dowerdix and Ender Stevens. I'm guessing that is a 5 at the back. Yes, it is. Sander Berge, Paulinho sitting, even though he's a cam, and Koulibaly with Boateng and Antonio. And that's actually, oh my days, the Boateng, I've even forgot his name, his first name. Is it Manny Boateng? Yeah, Manny Boateng from the Ibar career is up front for Sheffield United. That's going to hurt if we beat them now. I love the guy. First guy I ever carried to being a top goal scorer in a league, as Boateng actually starts off good. Gives it to Mikel Antonio, who is now at Sheffield United. The West Ham man making the move across, as we're going to get this across to the left back. Doig, keep on going Doigy. Give it down the wing to Garcia, who's going to battle to get there forward, but take a terrible touch. And here is Danny Bath giving it out to Dejan Sorescu. Want to see more from you going forward, mate, not just defensively, because to be fair, he's doing alright defensively. And we're going to give it in the middle to Pope now. Pope to turn. Give it to Raheem Harper to take the shot. He's off the bar. Verapps has got very, very lucky as well with the deflection straight onto him, but not just deflecting into the net. That is actually a great start as well. Boateng, I don't know why he's cut away that way in the manner he did, as he gives it to Koulibaly though. Can't let them have a chance after our big one. Antonio into Sander Berge, and he can't do the same as Harper. Poor shot there from Sander Berge. He is a defensive midfielder. Don't know why he's playing in the centre mid role, not the CDM, as Doig has a ball in the middle here to Connolly, who turns away from the defender. Going to give it into Sorescu. It's a bit crowded in this area. You're going to get it back to Pope. Have we got Doigy on this side? We do. Going to cross it to him. Can he get the crossing straight at Baldock, who survived all the well, relegations and of course players that have come in, gone more continental with the lineup as Doig with the ball in again, not a good one. And Koulibaly here with the little move past Danny Bath. He's got an acceleration on there and Schubert has to make a save. Right, 35 minutes in, it's the first big chance for Sheffield United. I think we have dominated proceedings away from home as Pope with a dodgy header just into our own box. I don't like that, but I do like Connolly running with space in front of him. Keep on going. They've still got 4 at the back. Can we get that over to Decadova-Reid? It's a great ball into him. Hit it first time and he's gone for a header. That is poor judgment of the flight of the ball as Berg has the ball in the middle. Gives it to Antonio. Tries to get it round as Pollock is going to intercept that again. It's just us making these counter-attacking runs. Now it's Reid over to Garcia. That's a good first-time ball from the striker to his partner. Garcia to hold it up into Reid. Oh, and he's just missed the header again. It's a shame how Garcia's doing all the delivery and Bobby Reid's trying to do all the finishing. He should be the one on the run trying to deliver for the other guy who's taller, as it is 0-0 at half-time at Bramall Lane. I'm not going to say it's a bad performance. I think it's been pretty decent, just lacking goal threat. This bloody camera time as we give it into Danny Bath here at the start of the second half. He's going to run it forward to rescue. I don't think he's keeping onside even though he's pointing for it. Can we get an early lead in this second half? That would really sit well with me as Connolly has a bit of room to come in, going for a finesse. Very optimistic. And Hiram Boateng back into Paulinho. Let's get a tackling, boys. Don't let them just play it around. It's Sander Berge in the middle to Boateng. Let's just push him out. There we go. Matty Pollock. Big tackle. He's playing really well this season compared to last, as Harper does have the ball now in the middle. Pope, this is really good play. On to Decadova-Reid. Fast build-up. Working its magic. Decadova-Reid's going to look over the top to Garcia. But Omar Rekik just gets in the way. Links with Arsenal, him in real life. I don't know how he's ended up at Sheffield United. And Berge with the ball going backwards into Paulinho, who is actually sitting in that deeper role. Can't understand it as Ozan Tufan on the ball now. I am going to try and keep down the slide tackle. So I'm going to try and just mark them out. Just 20 minutes to go. Don't let them score. It's in the middle to Tufan. On to Boateng. Just get right side, boys. Don't let them score. Tufan's through the middle. Through on goal. That is terrible, terrible defending. Just let him walk through. It's 1-0 to the Blades in our promotion push. This is not what we want. Definitely going to make changes after the goal as it's good roulettes in the middle to Oztun. It's that skill. Schubert's positioning all over the place as well. Why aren't you in the centre of your sticks? As it's put in the bottom corner by the substitute. Speaking of the substitutes, Oliver Burke and Jeffcott are both making... Well, no. I think Oliver Burke played off the bench, so Jeffcott's definitely making his debut. Oliver Burke coming off the bench into the cam position. And of course, this is against his former club as Pope. With a nice turn into Jeffcott. On to Garcia. Can we turn and give it again? Yes, we can. Just keep this little passing up in the middle. Pope, you've got good passing stats. On again to Burke. What can Burke try and do here? Turn out, give it in the middle to Pope, who's used good strength to hold it off, but poor pass. And Sander Berg with a pass in the middle to Boateng again. It's a good little interception, but he's still got the ball. And Schubert with a good save to keep it at 1. We've still got chance in this game. I am not writing it off. Although it's not looking the best. Bogle to come on. I didn't know he was still at the club. As they've won another header. It's out for a goal kick though. And boys, last 10 minutes, let's push. As Josh Doig does have the ball. Find it in the middle. There we go to Pope. Turn out. Give it to Jeffcott. Good run from Garcia and he's through. Raul Garcia. 1-on-1. The defender's getting closer and Rekik has had an absolute beautiful game. I've got to say, he's been the best player on the field. Outstanding from the centre-back. Probably should have took it early, but he is unfit now with the amount of time we've played. He even beats Garcia to a header. What can that defender not do? Can he not block Pollock's shot? He doesn't need to. And it does look like the ex-Premier League team is going to beat us here. Jeffcott, though, still with the ball. We've gone to our attacking formation as Garcia passes it to Harper. A late equaliser would be really good, though. Into Garcia to hit first time, and Verips stops it. Again, it's really good build-up from us. Just cannot get scoring. I'm going to try and avoid Garcia this time and go for Danny Bath. He hasn't been good defensively this game. Can he do good offensively? Going towards the ball. Verips just punches it. Get another header in, please. We've got 2 added minutes to the 3 left. As it's into Harper. On to Gregerson, who turns. It's Gregerson, the defender, running in the box. Can he find a man at the edge here? He does. He finds Garcia. Good turn, Garcia. Oh, no. He's missed. Oh, Oh, Garcia with a late chance to win the game. It was really good from a centre-back. But we are going to leave Bramall laid empty-handed. Oh, that is a disappointing end to that game. We played so well, deserved points out of it. But, you know, Sheffield United stood strong. But Garcia, man, gotta score. Can now definitely say we're not going unbeaten. As before the Wigan game, we have an offer for his keeper, Schubert. 12 million from Feyenoord. He hasn't really worked out here as much as I'd like him to, but I do want to keep him unless we can get more money. This is below his evaluation by 2 million, so I don't think it's a good bid. But you never know. If it's more money, I'll let him go, because I think there is better keepers out there. I'm not saying he's bad, but there is better keepers. 20 million is how much it would take to get Marcus Schubert's signature, and they're not even going to pay 14. Right. Get out, Feyenoord. So it is Wigan in the Cup next. I'm definitely going to rotate to a second string lineup. Although I do want to get through, I've got to prioritise the league after, of course, dropping a defeat in the early games, which I do want to do. And this is the team we're going to play for the Wigan game. I think these are in League 2 now as well. Back-to-back relegations early on meant that they were there. I think they might have got relegated last season. They might have survived one. As Austin is going to make his first Grimsby Town appearance in goal. Christie, Traore, Gregerson wasn't planned to be in here, but he did have an excellent game just then with Pollock and Jackson at left back. McMillan in the midfield with Brandon Pope, who was good, and Patterson in cam with Jeffcott and Burke, both trying to play for their places in the team, because not only did Decadova-Reid not do it last game, but Garcia didn't. And I need to see improvement for him to stay in the team. And Wigan Athletic, Idahan in net. That's not Duncan's brother, is it? With Long, Webber, Robinson and Pearce. Tom Pearson survives there. With Perry and Lee Evans. Great playmaker we tried to sign. Massey, Embleton, Solomon, Otterbaugh and Callum Lang back from his loan at Motherwell up front. So, let's try and get a good result. Preference-wise, Cups aren't the highest this season. I always say it because I want promotion. But one season, I feel like last season, I wanted to do Cups because I knew we were going to be mid-table. But this season, literally, they aren't priority. I want to keep on going with them, but we need to get promoted. As Jackson on a good run here as well. Good cross into the back post. Close to a player. Christie's going to get the pass straight off to Brandon Pope as well. He's going to turn and shoot straight at Idahan. And Jamie Patterson holding the ball up for Jackson, who's got the ball again. I want this guy to get crosses in this game. Right, at the back post he's free, but it's gone into Oliver Burke at the front post. Didn't mean it to happen, but okay. It's a great little touch from Oliver Burke, who, I mean, hasn't really had chances in games to shoot, but in his first chance here has scored. Great little cross from Ben Jackson as well. Loved that from him, playing really good in the opening 10 minutes as it's straight into him, straight past the keeper, and 1-0 already. And Massey, Gavin Massey into Callum Lang, going round the corner to Lee Evans, onto Victor Solomon Otterbaugh as it's straight over the top to Brandon Austin. I'm really liking at the moment our passing. Yes, I know that's random to say when we weren't even having the ball, but it's been excellent in the first game of this episode, even though we lost, and that was a good effort. Now it's Gavin Massey on the ball, going into Perry, back to Elliot Embleton. Gregerson with a good tackle across to Pollock as well as Patterson does have a run on. Gives it to McMillan through the middle. Can we get a pass off to Jeffcott? There we go. Good ball. And his first shot of the game. Oh, rifles into that top corner. Luke Jeffcott's off to a good start as well. Both new starts from the new players. And 2 goals for each one. Actually, no. It ain't 2 goals for each one. It's 1 for each one and 2 goals altogether. There we go. Went over to the away fans who were only sectioned in that corner as well. Only a little angle of them showing, but a lot of angles showing right there. It was a blast in top corner. And Massey into Perry, into Lang. Tries to get crosses, and Gregerson makes a tackle straight up, looking for Burke. 35 minutes in. Burke's actually going to get that. Give it to Jeffcott. The defending of Wigan hasn't been spot on, you know, as Jeffcott has a ball around him there to Brandon Pope. Pope to score. He ain't going to sweat it, but he's missed. And Burke will be furious. Yeah, probably should have sweated that myself, as Patterson with a good ball through McMillan onto Jackson, who's steaming forward. He deserves a goal, this guy, being great, the left back, as he takes the shot. Stings. If that's a Mittier ball, he might lose his leg, that defender, as Brandon Pope coming back to try and tackle as well, and Evans with it in the middle, almost half-time. Should just be seeing it out now. Just a couple of little tackles in there. Get him just ready for the second half. To know we mean business. Just keep shoving. Just keep shoving and pulling. Bad tackle there, but we love it. Lower league clubs, going to play dirty against. We were once a lower league club, but now we're trying to play a bit more professional. Premier League. Less off the ground and more disciplined with the tackles as Massey's gone back. Weird choice. And we do lead 2-0 at the break against Wigan. Going to make changes. Going to rest players definitely for the league against Brentford. So Pope, you missed that chance. You are definitely going to come off. I'm going to slot Connolly in centre mid. Same with Fisher. You are going to come on for Matty Pollock, the captain. Can we grab a few more goals in this second half? I don't know, because Elliot Embleton steals the ball away onto Jeffcott, who loses out to it as well. Solomon into Evans. Evans across to Lang. Lang gives it to Solomon. Get a tackle in, please. Get a tackle in. Traore comes across. It's Perry. It's good play, and I did slide in the box. Damn it. Running my own philosophy as Connolly trying to get it to that wing. It doesn't go there, but Burke is on it now to Jackson, who's steaming forward. He wants to do more attacking than defending. Put a cross in. It's a great one. Jeff got... Ooh, and it was almost an own goal. Cyrus Christie. Look at Jackson. Look where he is on the field. I was looking at him and not looking at the player I was controlling us. We've lost the ball with Christie. Great tackle. Gregerson, who's coming into a bit of form this season. Poor challenge from Michael Connolly as Elliot Embleton's going to just walk it off. Go forward into that gap. Just force them back though, boys. 20 minutes to go. Lee Evans in the middle now to Embleton. Round the corner. But Fisher is there to intercept. Take a 2-0 result in this one. 2 new strikers on the score sheet, and I think that is the story done. However, they are going to fight for another goal. It's Jolly on the ball. Charlie Jolly around the corner. Traore. That is what you call a good slide tackle, as it's on to Elliot Embleton still. He's been really good. I don't know if his quality for our team. Last time I checked, he really wasn't. But then again, really good game for Wigan here. He's got the ball again. Fisher cuts it out. And now I've got the sun all in my eyes. The sun's coming out whilst I try and play through this game. Jolly, though, being tackled by Gregerson far up the field. On to Jeffcott. Go on, Burke. Make that run through the middle. Get 2 on your debut. He's still going. Oliver Burke, is he going to score himself? He isn't. Give it to Jeffcott, who's going to take a touch, which was risky, but then score. It's job done and dusted. It's basically a forfeit for Wigan. 3-0 in the first round of the Carabao. Job done and dusted. Oliver Burke, unselfish. Great stuff from you. As Jeffcott, the new boy, 23 years of age, gets 2 on his debut. That's going to lift his confidence up absolutely loads. And I love it. And commiserations, Wigan. Could see they were trying to put a shift in, but I've got to say the defence needs a bit of work on it if they're going to try and get promoted from League 2, which they are in. So yeah, I think that's been a pretty decent game. Dominated, not on possession though, but we are away from home. And I'll take the result. Great stuffs as we move on now. 15th in the league. Ooh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. We've got to pick up results because usually the start of the league dictates where you're going to stay. Last season wasn't the case though. We started off really well and dropped down, but then again, I feel like that is the main story. It's been in past seasons, needs to be this. As Brentford are the next game up. Are we going to get a signing done? I don't know. Who have we got next in the Carabao Cup though? Has that been revealed? It hasn't, because it should be stuck after that Burnley game in the next episode. I can't wait to see who we've got. But let's try and move on and maybe get a centre-back if the scout reports come back. Oh, and it's got 1 day left on the scout report for the centre-back I really want. So, I'm not going to reveal it now. I'm going to reveal it when we go to try and sign him. With Schubert in the goal for the Brentford game. Sorescu, Bath, Gregerson's a bit tired but is going to play with Pollock and Doig at the side of him. Harper, Pope and Connolly make up the 3 in the midfield with Deca-Dover-Reid and Garcia. Yes, Deca-Dover-Reid just because he's got more experience in the league. Jeffcott hasn't played a league game yet, apart from off the bench. Maybe he comes off the bench and does well here. As Brentford are in 7th. Really good form from them, but I still expect to win with our team on paper. Please don't let me down. We need results desperately, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Deca-Dover-Reid, I was right to play him, but Ivan Toney with the late equaliser to get us a point. Oh, and definitely need the centre-back after that, as here he is. We've got the scout report back. Where is he? Where is it? There he is. Mark Gehi. Yes, 72 rated. It's higher than Danny Bath. Same as Pollock now, he's gone up a rating, but still, bags of potential. 23, ex-Chelsea player. And of course, I think we'll get the money reasonably right for him. I mean, we've only got 29 million to spend, so let's try and spend it on a good, solid centre-back. Good in the air, good dominance, good at passing out and being a ball-playing centre-back, which we need. Of course, relegated Swansea, so realistic. We're going and poaching a player who's in a lower division, as they want a 20% release clause. Get rid of that. I will pay 5 million happy, break the bank for this guy. They want 6.2 though, which I am not that happy about. He is, of course, in the league below. 5.5 would be reasonable, and they will accept it. biggest spend we've done. But of course have to get everything like this right. Important, great. We'll have him as an important player. Is he going to want a long contract? I'm going to go for 3. Bang down the middle. He does want that. Okay, that's a good contract. Disregard the release clause. He wants a low wage. I'm going to reject that. I know I've got to keep players' wages down, but I want them to be realistic. If we want to be a Prem team, we're going to set standards, and we've got so much money, might as well pay us players more, because they deserve it, as it's not quite what the lad was hoping for. I don't get that, as I'm offering you over £1,000 more every single week, and he accepts. So there we go, another big centre-back into the club, one I feel like I've got loads of faith in, and the team, I'm not going to say looks complete, but, well, I would say complete, but not finished. Of course, I'm still able to making loads more signings with the money we've got, but now it looks like we've got every position hopefully sorted. Maybe Cam, replacement for Connolly, who can be a bench player if Patterson goes out of the club. But yeah, definitely happy with this team, as I think it's going to be the team I play next. We've got an offer in, Elgato. I'd expect $1 million for him, but I'm definitely accepting that. Don't want him at the club. It has been announced who we have in the next episode. We have QPR. So, I'm going to play Bristol City. Next episode, play Burnley and QPR, simulate Portsmouth. Get on with loads more transfers tomorrow, as I don't know if they're over today or not. I don't know if I'll make any more after this game, as we're going to play it. I've shown you the team already. It's just that one change, which is Gehi. So, it's the same team as before. And let's get into another 5 at the back. And Bristol City. A reason I wanted to play this, it's away at Ashton Gate. So Rochit in the goal. Hunt, Sadler, Viner, Thomas Callas and Jay De Silva. I haven't really heard of many of them up front as well. And on the bench with Palmer, Walsh and Nagy in the midfield. Mobele and Semenyo, the youth player, up front. So hopefully we can get a win. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Into Bristol City we go. Mobele with the ball straight to Semenyo. Don't want to concede straight away. Palmer, who's going to try and get round his defender, not humming anymore, as Schubert has to come out and get that ball straight into Connolly, who just doesn't deliver there. That's a bit risky from you, Michael, as oh my days, you're not George Best anymore. Not providing as much now he's in Cam and not on the right wing, as Mubele has the ball in the middle. Get across to him, boys. Palmer plays a ball up towards Semenyo, who stole it off Gregerson. Poor defending. And he's gave a penalty away. I thought he was going to score, so I had to take him out. And it's a yellow card. I was praising you at the start. I was praising you. And now he goes and does a stupid tackle like that. He shouldn't have lost the ball. The tackle was provoked. He should not have lost the ball, as it's a penalty against Schubert. Can he save it? No. Bristol City take a lead. And the form just doesn't change. It's an individual error. It's one we've got to try and wipe from his head. It's not had many individual errors. It's usually just the whole team not gelling, as there we go. Schubert sent the wrong way, and it's 1-0 to Bristol. And now we are made to fight away at Bristol City in the dark. Oh my God, as Pollock has to get another tackle and concede a corner. It is all the Robins, as Matt Gehi hasn't made an impact so far on his debut. Into the box, Pollock can't control. It's gone out to Walsh, who's taking a shot, and Semenyo stopped it from going goalwards. Now Dejan Sorescu to run forward. Can we find a man at the side of us? Yes, we do. In Harper. A big ball up to Josh Doig as well. Doig, can he get across his man? He can inside. Oh, and I thought Hunt were going to put a bad tackle in on us. The amount of penalties we've conceded in comparison to how many we've had is amazing. Same with free kicks, but we're just not disciplined enough ourselves. We've had a lot more of the ball since the little corner flurry, as 10 minutes to go in this first half, and it's straight through to them. I speak it into existence, don't I? Just jinx it all the time, as Nagy has got the ball still past Gregerson behind the defence. And how's he stayed onside there? I thought it was miles off. It was behind Mark Gay, who's not having a good debut. And Mobele makes it 2 for him and 2 for Bristol. Typical of us. I just can't understand how he stayed onside. Look at this. I was in front. I don't know what it is. Look, Gay steps forward. Pollock sticks his hand in there and he rolls it past Schubert. It's bewildering. And they even have the chance to make it more before half-time. 44 minutes on the clock. He's straight past Gregors. I don't blame him if it was him who kept him onside. He has had a poor game here at Bristol City in the first half. On to Walsh now. Into Nagy around the corner. It's deflected to Semenyo. And that's a good tackle, right? That's a good one. Stayed on his feet. Mubele across. Referee, blow your whistle so you can just put us out of his misery. It's Brandon Pope running round in circles to try and tackle Walsh. As finally the whistle goes. It is 2-0 to Bristol City away from home, and this is poor. This has to change. Going to go to the attacking lineup. Of course I am, as I'm actually thinking about the ultra attacking. How's that look? Yeah, Garcia, Decadova-Reid, and Connolly. You've been a bit poor. I'm going to do that. Pollock, you can go for Gregerson, who's been poor, and we will put Jeffcott up front on the left. So let's try and go out there and get the win, shall we? Semenyo, already injured? I haven't touched anyone, so that's a bit of a fake, isn't it? As Dejan Sorescu still making them runs, even though he's fully at right back. Gets the ball as well. Put it across the box. A goal back. Oh, and the man steps in front. We needed that. Talking about higher transfers as well in the top corner. There's no point because we're not playing well ourselves. Oh, and Schubert! You absolute donut. Oh my God. I'm going to say donut then, and donkey, but it's offside. That really shocked me. I thought it was on. And we're very lucky. And what the heck is a donut? Don't know what a donut is. I just can't believe I said that as well. As we've got the ball with Doig into Jeffcott. Get forward though, Jeffcott. I want you scoring goals for me like you did against Wigan. As it's round the corner to Garcia. He should not be the one providing as he tries to put a ball in. Jeffcott, it bounces off him all around the area. It's going to go to Dejan Sorescu. Went for a header. Playing Leeds United football. Pressure constantly on. Look, we've only got one at the back, which is Matty Pollock. We can get caught out, but we can either score two ourselves. So I'm going to take the risk. De Silva with the ball goes back to Callas. Just get that pressure on. And see, we forced it out. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. But then again, we've got to handle the time efficiently and get a goal soon. As it's into Sorescu. Sorescu to Pope. Can Pope try and get that around? He can to Garcia. Garcia, get it across to Connolly. Connolly onto Josh Doig. Takes a good touch. Shoots across net and does get us one back. It's the left back playing full back now, not even wing back, who gets a goal. Get that ball if you can, even though he can't. Might as well just skip the replay and get on with the game. Come on, big goal that one as we still got this pressure. I'm really liking the constant pressure roll, you know. It's just like playing Leeds United here. We've got full depth and thingy, apart from 2 bars, I think, on. So you can see why we're that far up. They're just going around the keeper. But then again, a clearance like that could lead to a goal. And hopefully the second goal comes soon. Doig making a tackle. He is our best player. He's our best player, no cap. This guy might be as well if he starts scoring soon. Raul Garcia gives it on to Connolly. We've got a run here. Decadova-Reid's in behind. Oh, it's off the post. How unlucky is that? But we've still got the ball. Garcia loses it. We've given everything in this second half. Please don't catch us out. It's Casey Palmer going backwards. Keep the pressure on Matt Gay. Come on. You've got to improve in future games as well because you haven't been good here. Just skillful. Very skillful. Got to get a tackle in though. It's Mubele on the ball. Across Doig. Get your foot in. And it's Josh Doig with a pass up to Connolly. Come on. Come on. Get forward. Through the middle, Raheem Harper onto Garcia. Connolly, I see that run. Connolly, it's going to try and squeeze through to you. And we've only got 2 minutes left, boys. Please, just someone get the ball in the back of the net. Pressure on the keeper who kicks it out of play. If we lose here, we will be in the bottom half of the table when we want automatic promotion. It's not good enough. Signing still to be made, I think, as it's into Garcia. Onto Jeffcott. Back into Garcia, please. Decadova-Reid's miles off. And he's miles off with a shot. And he's going to blow the whistle. He's going to blow it, although it is a mistake. Garcia, get a runner. And how poor has he been? How poor has he been at the start of this season? Not the same person who finished the last as its defeat at Bristol City. Gave absolutely everything in that game. But disappointment. Schubert not on. Matt Gay not on. Defending not on. And just a shambles. Oh, and what this team needs is a bit of pace. It's just got no pace. We're actually not in the bottom half, actually. We are 13th, so we're still doing okay, but I wanted to be top, not even top half, top of the league, if that is. It's Burnley who we play next up there. Of course it is. Of course it is. Preston, 8 points sitting in the playoffs. We are on 4, so we've got to double our points to get up there. But then again, it's only the first month in. Maybe I am over-exaggerating. Maybe I am just taking it too serious. Just need to slow down and get into the run of things. But I say that and we've got to turn it around. Transfers to be made and everything in the next episode. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of episode 2 of season 4 of this career mode. Like, comment, share and subscribe like I said at the start. Your support has been immense recently. Almost at 200 subscribers. And we've got them in less than a month. So thank you guys for the support there. It means a lot. If you could share as well, that would mean the world to me as well. I want to get this series, which I'm enjoying so very much, out there, polls to come, maybe a Discord, and a lot more things I'm working on off screen, so stay tuned for that, as I will see you all in the next episode. Stay safe, in a bit, and peace.